Hey friends, and welcome back to Less Junk, More Joy. I have just gotten back home from taking the kids to school and I'm fixing myself a drink and then I'm going to get busy. In today's video, we are going to be cleaning and organizing my kitchen.
And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here?
Before I get started in the kitchen, I wanted to do a quick tidy in the living room. It is after Halloween now, so I wanted to go ahead and get rid of the Halloween pillows that I had brought out. So I'm going to go ahead and just take those and put them in the bin downstairs that we keep our Halloween stuff in, and then just finish tidying up the living room.
Forever. I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up when I dance around.
I'm also going to go ahead and do my Bible reading for the morning. I set a goal for 2023 that I would read the Bible, the entire Bible in a year, and I am almost to reach that goal. It is the 1st of November, and I have fallen off the wagon a little bit with moving into this new house. There's been a lot of work to do, and I, of course, have been extremely busy. And then, like I said, as soon as we moved into the house, it was time for baseball season and school starting and all the things. So I've been really busy. So I haven't gotten as far along as I should be at this point. But if I can read 3 to 5 chapters a day for the rest of the year, I will make it. So I am really trying hard to focus on that and get that done.
Forever, I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
So my kitchen needs some major decluttering and organizing, especially after Halloween and the wedding. And then I've been working so much lately that it's just kind of gotten out of control. But that's okay. That's what today is for. We're going to get it back in order. I'm going to start out by just cleaning the main areas of the kitchen, just tidying everything up that I can see visually before I start digging into cabinets and drawers in my pantry. So here we are just doing a little bit of a quick tidy. And then I will be cleaning my stove really well. As you can see, there was some, it was actually vegetable soup that had spilled over. My amazing husband had made us vegetable soup for supper last night. It was so good, and it just had spilled over a little bit. So we're going to get that all cleaned up. My sink is dirty, so we're going to clean that out, and we're just going to get the kitchen nice and clean.
You as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on.
There was a spot on the counter that I couldn't get off just by wiping it, so I'm going to let it sit with that granite, the Jaws granite spray, and see if that will take it off. Usually it takes things right off, so we'll see in a minute if it wipes right up. But just going to go ahead and wipe everything down really well. Always feels good to have it nice and clean. Try to wipe that up, and it did. It came right up. So that's great. I really do love that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and wash off my soap and lotion dispenser and the tray that it sits on, just because it kind of gets a little grimy after a while. And then we're going to go ahead and clean the sink out.
Forever, forever. You as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you.
Just for my everyday cleaning, I like to use the Dawn Power Wash spray in my sink. But every once in a while I like to go in with the pink stuff paste to get like all the stains out and everything. So it was pretty stained up this day. I hadn't used the pink stuff in a little while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a good scrub with the pink stuff. It takes everything off. I've never had any issues. Even sometimes if there's like a little scratch, it'll kind of buff that out as well. So I really like this stuff. I do want to try the pink stuff. What is it called? It's the cream cleanser, I think, something like that, instead of the paste, just because I think it would be easier to use in the sink. But for now I'm going to use what I have until I use it up, and then we'll try out the cream cleanser.
Forever, I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
I absolutely love my white sink, but I will say sometimes that ledge that you're seeing me wipe down gets a little grimy and it's kind of hard to keep clean. So I do have to scrub that often and keep it wiped down, but otherwise I really do like it, and it's so pretty once it's cleaned up. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the stovetop and get it all cleaned up. Here I'm using the Jaws kitchen degreaser. I alternate back and forth between this and Dawn Power Wash, but I honestly was very pleasantly surprised that it took that vegetable soup stain right up with very little scrubbing. So that worked really, really well.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
Now my trick to getting the stovetop sparkling clean like new is to use rubbing alcohol. I'm sure you could use like a window cleaner as well, but I just feel like rubbing alcohol just really does the best job. I do use my window rag as well, which I think the combination of the two is really what does it. So just going to shine it back up, and then we're going to move on to the island. We're going to just wipe it down really good before I start filling it with all of the Halloween candy that my kids have gotten. So as I said before, this is a few days after Halloween, and my kids really hit the jackpot. We went to trunk or treat at our church. Our town had a trunk or treat, and then of course we had a few people that we had trick or treated. So we got a lot of candy, and I had to figure out a way to store it all because it was just driving me insane just thrown into my pantry. So we're going to go ahead and start in the pantry now with getting the Halloween candy sorted. So if you're like me, you cannot stand for your sweet, like your fruity candy to be mixed with your chocolate candy. I feel like it just makes the chocolate candy taste weird. So I have to separate it, and it's so funny. Do you do this too, or is it just me? But I'm gonna go ahead and dump it all out and then just start sorting it. So bear with me, this is a process.
Forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
While you sit here and watch me sort and organize this candy, I thought it'd be a good time to go ahead and introduce myself if you don't already know me. I haven't really formally, I guess, introduced myself and explained like our family and what we do and everything, so I thought this might be a good opportunity for that. So my name is Jessica, if you didn't already know, and my middle name is Joy, so that's where we get the less junk, more joy. The title is kind of inspired from me trying to declutter my house before we moved. Actually, I've kind of always been decluttering my house in the last few years, but especially right before we moved. But I truly think that having less stuff brings me more joy. So that's where I kind of came up with less junk, more joy. So if you've ever wondered why I titled it that, that is why. So less junk, more joy from my middle name, and then also from trying to declutter my life. So I will not claim to be a minimalist, but I can definitely say if it weren't for like kids and their toys and stuff like that, I could definitely get on the minimalist bandwagon for sure. So anyway, so that's a little bit about why my channel is named that. And are you really a mom if you don't eat some of your kids' Halloween candy? If you didn't see me there, I just ate some Twizzlers. Those are my favorite. Anyway, so I am married to my husband, Denny, and then we have 3 kids, Mason, who is 11, Miles, who is 8, and then Malia, who is 6. So we live a very busy life. We both work full-time, and then my kids are all in school, and then my oldest is in school sports, and then my middle is in sports that it's not really through our school. It's kind of just a community thing. So we stay really busy. Basketball has just started for my oldest, and then my middle one starts this upcoming week. So life is going to get even busier. So just join me for the ride as we try to keep our household in order while also running constantly. That's what I feel like anyway. So I know you're all the same. Everyone is so busy this time of year. Well, all the time really. And I just don't understand sometimes how we have time to work full-time and keep a house clean and cook for our kids and run our kids everywhere. Like some nights I go to bed thinking, how did I get all of this done? But we manage, and together we can do it. So here I'm going ahead and starting decluttering the pantry. Those jars, I actually bought the ones that had the wood lids from my sister-in-law after the wedding. So I'm going to take them down to the basement later, but I'm just moving everything out of here. A lot of this stuff needs to go in my cabinets right here, my little pantry cabinets, or like I said, some of it goes downstairs. So we're going to go ahead and start decluttering this. This has been like the biggest blow up in my house. The kids are in this constantly, which is great. That's what it's for. But then it just gets messy. And since I haven't been home much the last 3 weeks, it's really gotten out of control. So it just needs a mother's touch. So we're going to reorganize all of this right now.
Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
So this bottom drawer is our snack drawer. So this is the main drawer that the kids get in for a quick snack or grab on the go kind of drawer. So it just kind of has all of our kids' snacks and then the popcorn and then some candy. So all of that junk food is kind of down there at the bottom. And then the next drawer up is where we keep our chips. It's kind of overflowed right now because we just had a thing at our church for the youth group, and we had some leftover chips. So whatever was left over, I just brought home. So it's kind of way more chips than we usually have. Also, these little bags of chips, the Cheetos, my kids do not eat. So I'm going to bag those up later and take to our church for our backpack program that we have. So our church does a program where we send food in backpacks of kids on the weekends, kids who maybe, are going through a hard time and need a little extra food. So we pack their bags with food that's, not going to go bad. So non-perishable, that's the word I was looking for. Non-perishable items on long weekends when they won't be getting routine meals at school. So I will just pack up those chips that my kids don't eat and take to that because they're Cheetos and there's several of them. And for whatever reason, my kids will not eat the crunchy Cheetos. So if we're not going to eat them, we might as well pass them on to someone who will. So I apologize for this video. I don't know what happened to my camera. The tripod must have fell down a little bit and I didn't realize it. So bear with me through this section. It's almost over, and then we'll move on to the bread drawer. So this drawer is solely bread and tortillas. So just kind of tidying it up. It wasn't too bad, but it was just needing a little tidying. I will say I have a lot of tortillas right now. I'm not sure how that happened, but I have some more in my the actual pantry that I bring in here later and stick in that little bin. So it looks like we need to have some tacos in our near future, or some, tortilla pizzas or something. So we'll get them used up, but there you go. There's some more. So, and then my camera did not video me doing that top drawer, but that's like all our breakfast drawer. So our oatmeal, honey buns, cinnamon rolls, cereal, stuff like that is in that top drawer. So it looks so much better. This has been driving me crazy, so it feels really good to kind of have it whip back into shape. And now we're going to move on to the mess that is now on my countertop with all the candy. I was trying to figure out how to store all this candy. And I had these drink dispensers that I'm going to pour them into to see about how much it is. These drink dispensers are 2 gallons. So I thought if they fit in the 2-gallon dispensers, I'll just go to Walmart and buy the 2-gallon jars. What are they called? Like the Anchor jars that have the sealed lids. So I think I'm just going to get those the next time I do a Walmart pickup and pour all of those in there and then put them in the pantry. That way they're available if anybody wants some candy, but also not just randomly in like Ziploc bags or something, because I don't know what else to do with them. So just gonna go ahead and tidy this up. All the Halloween buckets need to go downstairs into the Halloween tote. And then these are those drink dispensers I was telling you about that I bought after my niece's wedding. I just bought them off my sister-in-law. They were pretty good price, and I really wanted some just like neutral ones, and these actually have the labels on them. One's water, lemonade, and then like a sweet tea and an unsweet tea. So it's really nice when you have family gatherings that they're labeled and nobody has to question what's in them. That cabinet that I just showed you was our medicine cabinet that we cleaned out the other day on video, and it stayed really well. This cabinet I have not touched since we moved in. This is like our coffee cups, and then our Pyrex dishes. So I'm just going to tidy it. It wasn't too bad, but just starting to get cluttered at the bottom. So I was going to move some of my coffee cups up to the top because I don't really drink coffee. Sometimes in the winter I will want a little bit of like a caramel coffee or something, but I don't love like warm drinks. So if I'm going to drink coffee, it's going to be an iced coffee. So I might as well just move mine up out of the way and then make room for all of Denny's. And then our oldest son likes to drink coffee with his dad sometimes too. So, and then I'm not sure what my husband has going on here with all of the different kinds of coffee right now. He has 2 different containers of coffee, and then that Ziploc bag has another thing of coffee in it. So, but we will just keep all the coffee in here because it's never fun when he runs out. So moving on to the Ziploc drawer. I love these Ziploc organizers. This drawer has really functioned well. I haven't touched it either since we moved in, so it's really done well. But we did have a few additional items that I needed to go ahead and make room for. And then there was some cake decorating stuff, so like the cupcake liners and candles that I needed to put in a different area. This drawer stays really organized, as well as this one. I do put my plates in a drawer so it's easier for my kids to access. And then this one always stays good, so I don't need to do anything with any of these drawers. They all pretty much go right back to where they go. That spice cabinet is pretty good. I don't really need to touch it. This one's good, except I have a couple knives from my husband butchering a deer recently that I need to go ahead and put where it belongs. I just stuck it on the shelf that I could reach and couldn't get it in the actual bin. So now that I have the step stool out, I'm going to go ahead and tidy that. So that is good. And then moving on to the cabinet that has really been bugging me lately. I like having my flour and sugar right here, but there's just been some extra stuff added that need moved and to find a new home. And then I really want to fix these shelves to where adjust them to where I can put like the flour and the sugar on the bottom shelf, because that's what I access the most, and then kind of just adjust them to where everything makes more sense. So before I do that, I'm going to refill them. They're starting to get low, so I was going to go ahead and top them off so that we are starting fresh with a good supply of flour and sugar. And then my brown sugar I'd already refilled, and then we'll go ahead and adjust everything and make everything fit the way I want it.
Dry. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment.
It's things like this that I put off doing because, well, I really don't know why. It's just taking time to do it. But once you do it, it makes things function so much better, and then therefore will make me want to cook more, is, what I think. But anyway, seriously though, it does make it so much easier when you're in the kitchen doing something and you can reach everything. I'm only 5 foot tall, so it is very important that I can reach what I need. So it feels so good to have that done, and it's so silly that I put it off for so long. But this drawer is easy to tidy, so I'm just going to do a quick tidy up, and then moving on to the kids' art drawer. So I love this drawer. It's nice to have an area where the kids can just grab their markers, grab their crayons, and then they can put it right back where it belongs. So we have not had any issues of markers and crayons getting drug around and not getting put back, because they know exactly where to put it, and it's as easy to put away as it is to get it out, which is like one of the most important things when you're organizing. So typically that's the reason that you're not putting things back where they are supposed to go, because it's more difficult to put it away than it needs to be. So if you make it as easy to put away as it was to get out, you're going to put it right back where it belongs. So just needing to clean it out a little bit, because as the kids are coloring, then they kind of put their pictures back in here to save them, and it just kind of gets a little cluttery. So moving on to the microwave, I'm going to once again use that Jaws kitchen degreaser to spray down the microwave, and then the crud that's on there just wipes right off. So really liking the degreaser. It works really well.
This moment, can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
In our old house, we did not have stainless steel appliances, so this is a newer product for me, but I love it. It makes the appliances look brand new again. So you just spray it on there and then wipe it down, and it just shines them right up. I even just went over the screen like there, the glass screen with it. I didn't spray any on there, but I just wiped it down with the rag, and it didn't leave any streaks or anything. So this was actually my first time using it, and I love it so much. Highly recommend for anyone who has any stainless steel appliances. It works really, really well. So definitely glad that I picked this up. In case you're wanting to get some for yourself, it's the stainless steel cleaner by Spray Away. If you've heard of the Spray Away glass cleaner, that's a really good glass cleaner also. So it's the same brand as that, so just the Spray Away brand, but it's for the stainless steel appliances. So I got mine at Walmart, but I know you can get them at pretty much any store like Menards, Lowe's, Amazon, pretty much anywhere like that you could find it. But like I said, I got mine at Walmart in my last Walmart pickup. So like I said, I really liked it. I used it on every appliance, the refrigerator. I didn't show using it on the dishwasher, but I did use it on that as well. And all of my appliances are the, I think it's the matte black or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but it's not the actual stainless steel color. It's the black color. So I wasn't sure how it would work on it, so I was kind of nervous when I started using it on the microwave first, but it worked great on all of it, so highly recommend.
I put your favorite song on.
Now we're moving over to the junk drawer, and I will say my friends and family make fun of me for my junk drawer because it's a very organized junk drawer, but that's how I like it. So it has gotten a little cluttered though. Other members of my household tend to drop things in there that don't belong, so I am just picking all those little things out that I know do not belong in here, and then refilling my tape dispenser. Another task that I just put off doing. I don't know why, it takes 2 seconds, but anyway, so this is kind of where our mail gets dropped and any papers from school until I have time to go through it. So just kind of cleaned all that out. It felt so good to have it done. And then the last space that I'm going to tackle is under my sink. I have again not touched this since we moved in, and I don't know why under a kitchen sink gets so cluttered, but it seems like we just kind of toss stuff under here for some reason. So I'm going to just kind of rearrange it to make it make a little bit more sense maybe, and then declutter anything that's in here that we do not need. So I did recently have a little incident with the stovetop, so I purchased a fire extinguisher because it kind of made me nervous, and I was like, oh my gosh, we don't have a fire extinguisher in here. So anyway, that's there in case we need it, and hopefully we never do. This little bag holder I got off of Amazon, which was it's really nice. I like having it. You just pop them in there. Everything else was pretty much organized. It just needed declutter more than anything. So back to having a clean and tidy kitchen, and it feels so good. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you like and subscribe for more. Bye.